Hi, this is Paul from the Kiteboarder magazine. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the 2012 Best TS. Now, we were able to test both the 9 and the 12 meter TS down here in La Ventana. Now, the TS is the replacement for the Taboo, and Best is stuck with the same marketing line as with the Taboo, where each size of the Taboo is essentially a different kite model. Made specifically to do the kind of riding that people do in those conditions. So we rode the 9 and the 12. We found that there were little differences between the two. Now, this is the 9 behind me. It's a fairly low aspect, medium low aspect kite. To our eyes, it looks like the 12 is a little bit like a higher aspect kite. Now, both the 9 and the 12 generate a lot of power. They both seem to have a medium turning speed. Also, obviously the 9 seems to be just a little bit faster than the 12. Both kites have a really good jumping performance. It seems like the 9's a little bit better than the 12 again. Both of the kites, both the 9 and the 12, seem to have both better upwind and better jumping performance than the Kahuna. Some pros on this kite: that upwind and jumping performance is definitely the main pro on the Taboo, especially if you compare it with the Best Kahuna. Some cons on the TS: it's a relatively slow turning kite, not the fastest turning kite there is. If you want a really fast turning kite, it might not be the Best TS. Also, the bag that comes with all the Best kites this year was a little bit of a con. Had our testers getting frustrated a little bit. They've gone a little bit cheap on the bags to save some money on the consumer side of things, and we're okay with that. They basically provide a simple stuff sack for the kites. We just wish they made them a little bit larger. It's fine that it's a simple stuff sack. It's just the problem is that they made them a little bit too small, make it really hard to fit the kites into the bags, especially if you don't get out all the air out of the kites and you want to fit a bar into the bag as well. It's a really tight fit. Another con on the TS: it's not the most stable kite in the world. It's not the most stable or the most user-friendly kite out there. So if you want an absolutely rock-solid stable kite, it's probably not going to be the TS. So this is the bar that you use with the Best TS. It's also the same bar that you would use with the Best Kahuna. They've updated their bar for this year. Essentially, below the bar, the pieces down here are basically the same with some color changes. Down here, it features a below the bar leash attachment, below the bar push away quick release that's all plastic inside, and a below the bar swivel that seems to work really well. One major change this year is they've actually introduced some replaceable parts inside the bar here. Inside here, where your D-power line goes through the bar, it's actually plastic, and it's actually made to wear out and be replaceable, hoping to save the wear and tear on your D-power lines. Now, obviously, in a week of testing, we didn't get to test any of that, but it is a neat feature that they've added some replaceable parts there. Above the bar, it features an adjustable stopper so you can change the amount of D-power throw on the bar. Also, an above the bar D-power strap, which our testers found was a little bit tough to use for those with short arms, especially to reach up here and reach the strap to power the kite back up. The bar itself is a really nice grip and also features some soft plastic ends, so there's no hard parts to bang you in the head. So that's the 2012 Best TS. Once again, we were able to test both the 9 and the 12 down here in La Ventana. Of our testers that rode this kite, 3 out of 6 would recommend it to a friend. That's just our brief overview. If you want to learn more about this kite, head to thekiteboarder.com.